Hey, so here is our recap from today's swim session. Now, Bella initially walking in was a little hesitant, especially with the sprinklers on, but she does walk in a little bit more confidently. Now, I did do the water splashes, which she was definitely interested in, and there was moments throughout this time where I either had to pull her out of the pool or kind of give her a moment because she would drink the pool. Like, she would stick her whole nose in, and it's like, please don't drown. So this is where we were doing some great swimming. She was doing phenomenal and just like, okay, here I go. Her butt does sink a little bit. So there's definitely moments throughout this swim session that I do support her belly or support her butt to kind of bolster it. Now, I did try to work on in and out of the pool. She wasn't a fan of that today, but she was a fan of having choice between the shallow end and the deep end, which is a first. Last time I tried to do that, I had to give her a little nudge each and every time. This time, she was willing to do it herself, which is a huge improvement. And she definitely, there was moments where she'd look up to the window and be like, "Mom, I know you're there. Okay, guess I'll do some swimming." So she did really well. There was about halfway through where I was considering on grabbing her life jacket and putting her in it, because I know she was getting tired and kind of bolster her. But she did well. She did really well. Biggest thing I would suggest is when you're doing these swims at home, putting a slip lead on, and you don't even have to like really put any pressure on it. You just kind of reach for it, and she's like, "Okay, fine, I'll go swimming." I think there's a little bit of a mental block for her when we do this, getting her to realize, hey, what am I doing, or what's the motivation? Now, to get her to jump in, did her go after things, we have to find something that she gets really excited for. Now, I love that she loves the water splashes, but the problem that we run into is that she drinks the pool. And she starts coughing because she drank too much water. So, whether it's a small like pool toy with kids, is it a fishy toy that kind of goes around that get her interested? We just got to find the right thing that for her is worth it to jump in and go after. She likes the toys, she's interested in the balls, but really she wants to focus on is licking or snapping at something like the water droplet. So something to still noodle on and mess with. But she was swimming towards me. I didn't have to guide her. She really was willing to go on her own recall, which was phenomenal. Such a huge improvement. Now, we did work on going in and out quite often with the shallow end and deep end, so that she had her own motivation. So like right there, she did it. She totally did it by herself, which is amazing. So working on that kind of start and stop on her own is a huge, huge improvement. Really, really proud of her. Again, right here, for example, is where she was doing that coughing. So I actually picked her up and took her out of the pool just so that she was on stable ground and could cough it out. We did a couple walks around the pool a few times just to help her kind of decompress and just focus on something else. Now, I did try at the very end walking her in and out of the pool through the steps. So essentially across the pool from one side to another side from the shallow end, can we go in and out? And then can I do the deeper end? She's still not willing today. She wasn't willing today to go into that first step on the deeper end. She kind of looked at me like, no, you're crazy. But when I made big splashes, when I walked in from the shallows, she followed, and she followed willingly, which is a huge improvement. You may still want to use a life vest to get her to be a little bit more confident, or do more shorter swim sessions without that swim vest so she builds up those core muscles. And maybe play with a couple water toys. Maybe find something that makes the squirty like a water fountain almost that she can chase. I don't know. I'll keep an eye out too for different things to work on, but much, much better. Let me know if you have any questions, and enjoy the next 5 minutes of this video, which is a recap of it. I do have this sped up about 3%, just so that you're not stuck watching 25 minutes of swim session, but she did really, really well. I'll see you guys in 2 weeks.